not very good at politics. I'm not very good at stuff. And then I got good. Now, the fact that it comes effortlessly, I don't know. It's never easy being wrong, but I understand what you're saying. See? Well, I hope that this could give you that little extra, bit for you to start questioning and take it. If you can take anything from this stream, I don't care if you stick around or whatever you do. If you do, cool. But always be respectful. You gotta respect my mods. You guys definitely will always disagree a little bit harder. I know that that's one of the fine lines here on my channel. It's just like, okay, like, the second that the mods start getting disrespected, that's where I'm just like, do it. But yeah, as long as you're a respectful person, if you say I respectfully disagree, or you just like, you have some points instead of, hey, Trump based again, or like left wing has anal cancer, like, that's getting clipped. Oh, God. God forbid Kirk shows up right now. It's just like clipped. And that's in your new show, buddy. Or in your new show bumper or whatever the hell I'm making. My intro rules, so I'm not going to... Butt herpes. Oh, butt herpes. I'll admit that that was a little funny. So, when you said butt herpes, it did make me go, ha! So, hey. You got the streamer on that one. Also, Fred! Hey, buddy. I hope I said hi. I think I said hi. If I didn't say hi, hi. But, I'm glad to have all you guys here. I was trying to make you laugh. Well, you did. So, good job. See? You see how I could see where other people would read that immediately. Like, I know other content creators that the second you said that, they'd be like, ban. It's just like, hold on. Let's hear them out. But this is where I could be annoying to some people. Trust me, I have been told this to my face. I have been told this as a content creator by other content creators where they're like, oh, yeah, your show's a bit much. It's like, yeah. I don't know. I got strangely comfortable not being everybody's bag. Whatever. You like me, you like me. You don't, you don't. No love lost. If there's something I can improve and you have a genuine, critique, cool. I'll work on that. Just an opinion. Looney might be a little trigger happy. It could be contextual. Looney, LT is one of, the premier mods on the left. They are... pretty well known around the leftist community, and I can also say that, you know what, I really appreciate what they do here, so just be nice. Be nice. Don't make their job too hard. Honestly. I'm kind of surprised that I defused this. I'll be honest, because usually with ban evaders, that's that extra layer. Notice how I called it. That was really funny, where I was just like, and they're gonna either, do the alt account, or they're just gonna, dip. The fact that they alt accounted. We have the best mods. We really do. No, I love it. I love my mods. I love my audience. Like, you guys, I feel legitimately like I have the best audience on YouTube. Like, I know that we're a smaller corner of YouTube, but you guys, you show up for me. We have a lot of fun. I hope that I can make you laugh in these dark times that we are living through. So if I can offer that little bit, and also just, we can have disagreements, but I do have, my opinions where I am of the left. Trust me. It's kind of I always like this one too, where somebody's just like, oh yeah, you grifted piece of shit on the leftist blah blah blah. It's like, dude, if I was a grifter, do you think that I'd be making leftist content? Come on. I remember having that conversation early in my channel too. They're just like, "Oh yeah, you ever thought about like?" And they didn't even know the term grifting because one of my friends asked me that. They're just like, "Oh yeah, could you ever like just pivot on a dime? Like if you're not making, you know, this not making the money, but he's like, if you're not getting the audience you want." I'm like, "No, what?" I'm like, "No, there are people that do that, which." That's even crazier to me is the people that have like no convictions that they just like they get into political content because it's like niche or something like that. Yeah, they seem cool. I will be back another day to troll you left-wing crazies. I hope you all have a decent night though. Thanks. That was Hey, where else on the internet do you find someone like a troll leaving in that manner? Hey, oh, by the way, Bloodstone, have you noticed that it's been very quiet without a certain PS in chat? It's been kind of nice. Just say slurs to a kid, right? We'll just give you cash. I mean, that's literally... you really shouldn't be surprised about getting banned when coming in hot with butt herpes. Again, if it wasn't something that made me go, because I'm me, yeah, I could, again, this is where I kind of saw it. I'm a very cool person, but I, F like a... Nice! Way to turn that around. I like that. Like when that Bad Bunny... Oh, yeah, Kira Chats. Yeah. That's it. I brought her up last Friday because I was talking like about how you guys can support the channel and how it really does like help out the channel to do all the free stuff, to subscribe, like all that. But also like, you know, it does help when you get memberships and all that stuff. It is still true. But during that, I was just like, but I'm not like turning into Bad Bunny where I'm just like, yeah, I know all of you have $5. You all have $5. What are you doing? Why don't you give me your $5? That was a great example of troll diffusion. Oh, thank you. I appreciate that. Hey, I always take the constructive criticism. Isn't that called a compliment? Oh yeah, that's what it is. I'm a broken man. What can I say? Blame my parents. I was like, I need to go right into. I need to go into right-wing chats. Jesus is a lie and rack up pants. Wait. I didn't even think about that we could actually just do, like, yeah, Sean, let's see how many you can get. I don't know, you want a merit? If you'll get a PepTalks merit badge. Chat, by the way, great job being chill. Yeah, guys, thank you. No, you guys handled that really well. I have to be honest. Like, because when when the initial ban happened, I was just like, there it is. Most trolls are lonely and want friends. We are not in a loneliness epidemic. It's just, yeah, or not just men. Or we are in reset. We are in a loneliness epidemic, not just men. I love when my brain does that thing where it's just like, cannot process words. Fair enough. I'm just a lonely person in general, and anger and insults usually help with the anger problems. I understand that's not productive. No, it's not exactly a productive way to make, you know, friends and meet people, you know. I, personally, I'm interested in just knowing how people function, so it's also coming from a place of genuine, like, if you are sad, I would like to make you less sad. I don't understand. You know, I know there's people out there like me, but I haven't met many people that are just willing to engage the way that I am, but I've always considered that like a bit of mental illness almost, where it's like I've always had like a just genuine curiosity about everything. You know, I was literally that kid that would piss his parents off. Why? But why? And then I would also follow up so they would not, it wasn't just me being annoying. It's like, but but why is the sky blue? Why is there buoyancy? Why? Like, just all that shit. God. Now looking back at it, now I kind of know why my dad was the way he was. By the age 5, he was probably just like, this fucking kid. Always asking me questions. I wonder where I should go if I want to see what the right wing is actually chatting about. You can always go to, like, Geeks and Gamers is one that I have found is a good way to gauge right-wing chatters. Quartering. Still doing it. So, Quartering, go check out his chat. He definitely does not disappoint. Dude, his chat hates him so much. I am convinced that like 90% of the Quartering's following is either bots or just hate watchers. They are mean to him. Like, very mean to him. You found a space that wants to be better than the current discourse, but oh yeah. That's such a long name. Your alt is such a long name. You could also, it's funny though, a little bit. The fact that you're so honest about it, that's kind of crazy. Like, not everybody, I got to give you a little bit of credit on that one. Not everybody is able to just like do that. So I'll give you that. I'm not left, so I probably won't be engaging here on a serious note, but I will probably lurk. I like the host. He seems like a genuine dude, politics aside. Oh, thank you. No, you definitely disagree with my politics. I can tell you that right now. Democrat. I'm a democratic socialist, brother. Zoran Mondani is like, hey, get used to that shit. But, yeah. Also, I hope that we can help you be a little less lonely and maybe you can engage. I don't know, man. Be a little more open. Like, this is my thing. If the right wing didn't do this thing where it was all about, like, and I'm going to generalize a little bit, but just bear with me. It seems like it's always coming from a place of insecurity, cruelty, and selfishness. Like, these are 3 things that I just don't really have, so I'm like, I don't get it. I want people to kind of get theirs. I want billionaires to pay their fucking bills. That'd be nice. And also, like, I hate the way that they, like, cynically use people on the right. And they prey on this mentality of, like, oh, you see the left, they don't want you to have money. They don't want you to be happy. They don't want you. It's like all this shit. It's bullshit. Pep Therapy TV. I'm 50 and a noob to live YouTube, but I really dig this. I'll be back. Oh, Cole, thank you. Appreciate that. Yeah, definitely hit that subscribe button. That's how it feels. Sorry. You don't have to. The left just shames right-wingers. I'm not trying to shame. Like, see, that's the thing. I'm not trying to shame. I'm trying to understand why you feel that way and how I can maybe, like, and this is where it's going to sound weird, but, like, sell my politics on you, where it's just like, hey, yeah, like the stream before you go. It really helps. I'm gonna just keep. I hate the fact that I'm getting to that point in YouTube where I'm just like, it almost like rolls off so naturally that it's, oh, you don't actually mean it. It's like, no, I really do. Don't act like the right doesn't have an entire cottage industry dedicated to shaming lefties and centrists. That's true, but without, like, again, turning the mirror back, I'm actually just trying to figure out where it's like, hey, where's the common ground here? Is it Luigi? Is it the fact that, realistically we're all getting fucked? And it's kind of the same, like, general class doing it? I'm not a big fan of Democrats. We could agree on that. I'm thinking I did, but we'll double check. Awesome. Appreciate that. I'll let my dog out. You know the rule. She's the good girl. Here, let me hold this guy up. You guys can play a little I Spy while I go do this. I'll be right back. Literally got down here and immediately just heard her go, ah! It's like, come on. All right. Whew. I see doggo. Yeah, you do. It's the big camera now. If I go to a bar and say POC, there's an army of right-wing dudes chomping at the bit to shame me. What's funny is the right wing don't like us and the Dems don't like us either. In fact, they hate us more than the right. They at least, it comes off that way because they're always threatening. You know, I mean, dude, David Pakman, like, doing the, I'm gonna come on. It's lame. Absolutely, it's a self-fulfilling prophecy. Well, again, it's also this whole divide and conquer strategy that, I don't know, like, it's almost like the, it's going to sound a little conspiratorial, but it's almost like the elite class want to keep the lower classes in these constant internet battles, just arguing about little semantical differences to keep them from actually coming to the conclusion that they're getting, like, systematically ripped off on everything. Whether it be healthcare, whether it be groceries, whether cars, just anything. Everything is more expensive, and I hope that you can at least admit that, because that's one thing that I'm seeing that's a sickness. It is a sickness. That's an Avalon Preach thing. But for real, it's bad when you want to talk about TDS, like the people that love Trump so much that they just can't think objectively. They have this sunken cost fallacy mentality of just like, I have been part of MAGA so long that's the only thing that makes me feel like I have a community. So if I abandon that community, I have nothing. You know, which the left does too. Trust me, this isn't like monolith territory, but when you look at it from just the perspective of one guy, it's so weird that, again, nobody there can admit when he's wrong, when he says some just weird shit. Like, if you heard Biden say it, you'd be like, huh? Like, what? Like, the dude just was, like, talking about, you know, the windmills and the birds, like, shit like that, where you're just like, what? Like, this fucking guy's weird. And then on top of it, like, they do this thing where they get so close to being like, oh, well, maybe we can agree on that. And then they walk it back so quickly because they're just like, no, dirty leftism. Fox News told me to hate you. It's like, well, there it is. When in reality, it's essentially like about like class solidarity bullshit. Like, trust me, they don't want me going on a hunting trip or, you know, going to the gun range with you, even though you assume that I'm a leftist and probably don't like the pew-pews. Just like they don't want you coming to the dispensary with me and having a little bit of smoky to chill yourself the fuck out. Here's the thing that drives me crazy. My parents go to the grocery shopping every week and complain about how much more expensive everything is, and then will parrot prices are down when talking about Trump. That's the sickness. That is a sickness! Like, it is. It's a mental disorder, because how do you do that? Also, you live in fucking Texas. How expensive is your energy? My God, my energy bill's insane. It's insane. Now, I have the curse of running a little hot. So, it's not just, you know, my demeanor. It is literally like, yeah, for some reason I remember talking to my doctor about this once, because he was just like, yeah, what's your temperature? I was just like, oh, sort of around like 97. He's just like, what? Like, yeah, it's like 97. He's just like, huh, do you feel warm? I'm like, a little bit. He's like, huh, okay. So like when I have a fever, it's not normal, I'll tell you that. Because like I'll get 99 and I'll just be like, but I'm like pouring sweat, like, because I have like that opposite thing. I don't know. It's weird, but I always need a fan, I'll say that much. Dems are the problem. Leftists are pretty cool. Yeah. Although, Listen, I'm not trying to make it like Sylvie. I don't want to make enemies out of anybody. If I can find common ground, and then I can kind of move on that, and that just kind of like, oh my God. Like, I have my limits. Trust me. Cognitive dissonance is real, yo? Yeah, it is. Yeah, because, like, yeah, listening to that is just, that's wild. Oh my God, are you kidding me? Give me a break. My dog just convinced my wife to let her out, and she's like, can you let her back in? Oh, she being a putz. Those are the problem, because they keep backstabbing us. We want to work with them, but they won't. Well, we're also kind of bad in our strategy, because, like, I'll say this much. Watching MAGA, so organically watching the Tea Party take over MAGA, and, like, take over the party and become MAGA, because that's what happened. It happened in a way that nobody that cared about Trump cared about the Republican Party. They cared that they kind of leaned that way already, and he co-opted that bullshit, because, believe it or not, he was a Democrat up until that point. And then all of a sudden, he was just like, you know what? He said it on Howard Stern. This is all out in the open, man. He said it on public radio, where he was just like, I'm going to register with the Republicans because they're a little bit easier to manipulate. It's like, there it is. He doesn't respect you. He doesn't give a shit about you. My temperature was 91 at the dentist today. No, isn't that wild, where you're just like, huh. Anyone on the left seems crazy to me, but that's because I've been fed nothing but left-wingers being wrong or owned. It is a sickness. No, that's called an algorithm. No, that's called algorithmic, like, the way that you have confirmation bias, like, that's algorithm bias. Like, trust me, I do it too. But I also do a show where I'm, again, curious, and I want to learn other people's, the positions of this shit, and also understand my opposition. A lot of people don't want to understand opposition. But, again, it's almost like everybody that is in politics has just skipped the whole reading The Art of War and then applying any of that to their life. And I know, it's not always healthy, but... Where are these leftist-owned things? I can never find them. Well, it's because they'll see leftist owned, and then they'll see like an emotional argument. Usually it's I've noticed that Dean Withers, he's always featured in that, where it's like they get him yelling and they think that they're owning him, which that's just Dean. I was never a right-wing chud, but I remember hearing Jordan Peterson and Bill Maher thinking he had a point. Yeah, same. And that's how I found, oh, really? Yeah, I remember hearing him say, like, the whole, like, clean up your room, like, the drop from Lance. I remember hearing that and actually being like, okay, that kind of makes sense. Because, like, he made one specific point where he was just like, if you're having a bad time and your brain is telling you that you are miserable, that you haven't accomplished anything, then make your bed, clean up your room, because then you can say that at least you did one thing with your day. That was the one time I was like, that's not bad advice. The rest of it's a little quacky, but overall, that was not the worst. Also created a kick-ass drop for Lance, because, again, love the clean up your room. Oh, by the way, we are at the 420 of the show, so I'm going to dip off camera here, join in smoking, and I'll be right back. That moment it hits you halfway to the chair. Woo. Woo. Pep's on the moon. Pep's on the moon. Bring it back down, guys. Pep's on the moon. As I cough into the mic, you know, breaking broadcasting 101. It's literally one of the first things that are just like, and this is your cough button. It's like, ah. Gotcha. You guys are smoke friendly? Yeah. Did you not get that vibe? Do you watch small right-wing YouTubers or do you stick to the big ones? Yeah, you know what? That is a great question. Bloodstone. No, genuinely. What is your content consumption like? Who are your biggest follows? Like, who do you enjoy? Okay. Damn it, I gotta figure that out. This is the nice part about living where I live. If it gets too late, then Grubhub. But Grubhub is also just... We've all been there, where you're so hungry, you're like, I don't care, and then you look at the tip, like the tip in the delivery fee, and it's like, I care. I'll go hungry. Legion of Men, Buddy Brown, Bald Book Geek. Never heard of any of these guys. Are they smaller, or like what would you say, like they're Legion of Men? That I wonder what they talk about. Clearly, it's one of those ones where they're holding their mics all the time. Just the welcome to the Legion of Men podcast. Whatever. Watch a handful of right-wing influencers. Smaller. It's like 500K to 1 mil. Oh, he ain't a small guy. He's definitely larger. Oh, okay. I mean, they're not smaller. I'm small. Like, I'm a small content creator. I'm like, as far as the like type that like get traction that also stream as much as I do, yeah. Looking for this other one though. Buddy Brown is the other one. Oh, I actually know this guy. Like, I've seen him before. Yeah, he's like a country artist or some shit. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, I've seen him on something. I forgot what it was. It was a debate show or something. Smaller than Ben Shapiro and Friends? Wait, in right-wing circles, you're telling me that, like, Ben Shapiro, like anybody that's smaller than Ben Shapiro is considered a small streamer? Ugh. Yikes. Interesting. Yeah. And yet you think that the left has a lot of influence? I mean, did you see how many subscribers I have? Which I'm happy to have. But if you like our show, do yourself a favor, hit the like, share, subscribe, and become a member. It does help. And yeah, I got some fun members-only content. I'm going to be doing a lot more because I do feel bad about that. So I've actually got some stuff in irons in the fire to create swords for each of you to use. Oh, thank you. Actually, that helps. Just in case I get my food.
By stars $10. Falling leaf emoji, just in case you get food delivered.
Thank you. I appreciate that. You know what? You might have just made that that decision for me. Thank you. Because that helps. You do know the struggle. Got his 2, by the way. just realized the camera wasn't on. Thank you for the $10. Hell yeah, thank you. What's on your rule? I mean, wait. Either way, nothing I have said can make up for the trolling, but I do have to leave. Thanks, guys. I'll definitely be joining. Oh, thank you. Yasmin Gold, the big yes, the big content creator. Woody will do. Thanks, bro. Hey, look at that. Look at that. It may not have completely changed their opinions or their content. Well, we've changed their content consumption that much. We're doing the Lord's work, people. I'm on a mission from God. And make you see the merits of the left wing. And also, I'm unbanning that guy's main. Yeah, please do. He deserves it. See? That was fun. I hope you guys had fun. That was a good time. Also, I gotta add that. I forgot. YouTube. Gotta add that to the tip goal because it still doesn't work. Oh, thank you for doing that. Also, ooh, Cozy Pep. All right.
HBX $5. More cookies.
First off.
Also Cozy Pep.
Here we go. All right, we're doing the toss. We're doing the toss. My God, you have had a lot of treats today, dude. We're have to get you a new batch of marrow snacks. Boy. All right. Thank God I turned the AC on. Otherwise, I'd be sweating my balls off. This is wet. Oh, you were licking. I was like, why is what? Ow. Ow, I lost my glasses. Ugh. All right. Yeah. Hold on, I gotta get the headphones. That's the nice part. The hood big enough to actually fit headphones. Not bad. Not bad. All right. He's looking at me like he looks like a chew toy. I know, Stan. I know. Oh, shit. Well, Needle just became a member. That's dope. That's... this has been kind of a wild night, gotta say. Let's go. Oh, thanks. I appreciate that, Edge. Try to have fun here. Try to have a good time with all y'all. Oh, that's awesome. That is crazy. Okay, so here, let's do the adjustment here. So we got 15. Man, thank you so much. Oh my God. Wait a minute. Oh, no, I gotta add the super chat too. Or the membership. Oh. I always got to figure out my YouTube percentages too, because I want to be honest about like what I'm getting. So let's see. Oh, wait, I got 10 memberships yesterday that I forgot to add. One more. Yeah, you guys are cooler than I thought. See? It's almost like we need to calm down. Let your preconceived notions of just set aside your preconceived notions and then try to chill, find common ground. Then we can do this. Browns. It's not a Snuggie. It's an Uggie. It's a giant hoodie. Look. You see? Not a blanket with sleep. It is a full. It goes down all the way, and then it has this. It's an Uggie. Not a Snuggie. Snuggies are bullshit. This is awesome. Oh, no. Damn it. Not boom. I didn't finish doing my math. Ah, there it is. It even, yeah, got a pocket. A little pocket pouch. Trust me. Show some respect. It's an Ewok costume. I always liked when Wicket did that. That little noise. It's always funny. My pleasure, brother. Oh yeah, man. I'm glad that this was cool. This was really cool. This is a fun little conversation. And Needle, yeah, your main has been unbanned, by the way. So if you would like to come back to your main account, because I'll admit that's a little long, but that's the one that now has a membership. God damn it! I just realized that. Cool. Wait. Oh, wait. What happened? I want FC Gate and history books forever. Okay, never mind then. Cool. Thanks. Oh, this is your main. Oh. I felt like you came here to troll me once before, because I kind of remember, like, I kind of remember, like, handles that make me laugh. And I kind of... Do you have a Twitch? Yeah, that's where I saw it. I have a few times. Oh, that's what I thought. Okay, cool. Yeah, see, I got a semi-coherent memory. Don't let other content creators hear you say that. Oh my god, he's saying shortcuts. There we go. Wait, that doesn't seem right. No, because I had 3. No, shit, it was 383. God damn it. I just did that snap and point, like, with such conviction. Arrgh! Andrew Wilson. Oh, shit. I'm actually about to watch him on Piers Morgan. That's funny. Oh, wait, you were watching the debate that night? Oh, God, dude, that was not my best. I hope you understand that I was, that was like the worst COVID bout I've had. Ha ha ha, Snuggies rule, whatever. As comfy as it is comfy. That's why I say Comfy Pep. Let me change this real quick. 3, 2. Haha. Well, now, this is what we call the act of mating. 10 points if you get the song. Oh, that song probably... You follow Andrew and it was obvious you were sick, no harm. Such is life. Yeah, dude, I sucked. The funniest part is they threw him in. I wasn't booked against him. I was booked just against Speakeasy. So, like, that was a surprise. They were just like, oh, and here's your debate partner. I was like, oh, hey, nice to meet you. They're like, and this is who you'll be debating. I was like, wait a minute. And immediately my brain was like, oh, no, I watched you debate Vosh. Oh, no. I was like, I'm very sick. I'm very new to this. Oh, boy. Yeah, definitely thrown to the wolves on that one. But that was I had my one moment. I had my moment where I did throw him for a loop, and I've watched that back, where he wasn't expecting me to just be like, Andrew, you don't got to be a dick. It's just like, what? It's like, dude, I'm matching energy. You're being a dick. Stop. Does he still chain smoke cigarettes? Does he? That's gonna, it's gonna catch up to him. I hope it doesn't, but that was an interesting night. Yeah, it was. Oh, Bloodstone, you were losing your shit. I remember you were losing your shit in chat. Like, oh my god, yeah, you and Uni, you guys were just like, I felt the rage come through that chat. I don't remember the name, but I know the song you're referencing, and I hate you for reminding me about it. Gazaja! Uh-oh. I'm glad that I can't read, because I almost say... Hello, Gaz. I'll just call you, I'm going to call you Gaz. Because I don't know if your name is one of those ones that's trying to make me read something silly. Come on. Andrew's a very talented... He's good at what he does. He's very good at what he does. I've just watched enough wrestling to know a character from, like, I know he believes a lot of it, but I also know that he will always do the thing where it's just like, whoa. It takes time to get to that level of debating anyway. You did call him out. It was very funny. He was noticeably stunned. Dude, because I was like, I'm sick. This is my first time, and I'm a new content creator. Whoa! No, the fact that, like, that opened some doors, but it also kind of made me realize where I'm like, oh, if I'm going to do that, maybe I do want something. He truly believes it. You think so? You really think so? I don't know, man. Watching that one, I forgot the guy's name, but it's the dude that always like brings on the girls and like puts them in a like round table, and he had Andrew's wife on too. I don't know, man. He says some stuff that it seems just too trolly. But if he actually believes it, then hey, I'm shocked, because I don't know. Of the people here, I will say this. I have had an off-air conversation with the man, and he seems like, he didn't seem like a bad dude. Like, actually, I'll be real with you guys. I was having a trouble getting my OBS working, and he helped me, like, reset it. So I was just like, oh, this is a good start. That's why I was like, maybe this is a character, There is this whole level of, like, whatever, but you have to be have any reasonable amount of brain power to be smart. He is a sad little queen. I detest that man. Tell us how you really feel. Whatever podcast. Oh, that's what it is. Yeah, the Whatever podcast. No, thank you for reminding me. No, that's exactly what it was. Yeah, I've watched him, again, I saw him debate Vosh early on. That's why I again, tried to be as real as possible. That was fucking wild. When I saw that screen pop, I was like, what? What? Actually, you know what? I need to hit up Speakeasy. He still does stuff. Vosh bad. No, he is. Dude, he was telling on himself oh my god! He was telling on himself the entire time with every donation. Vosh bad. Never saw it. Didn't think we'd see it, but we did. It's one of my favorite lines. Was from Avengers. That man's playing Galaga. Didn't think we'd see it, but we did. The hell, really? I mean, yeah. Did you not know that that was his dono sound was literally him? I think that wasn't it. Yeah, Vosh bad. Where like every time he would get a donation. I also saw, and this was like back before all this, but it was like I think he debated Destiny too. I just remember seeing him pop up. Oh, you didn't know that? Yeah. For real. Yeah, I always remember that too because, God, God, I think this is lame to admit, but I had to like Google that and just be like, what are they actually saying when he gets his donations? It's fosh bad. Fosh bad. No, I'm just repeating myself. Unimoogle, I watch him every day. That's my perspective. Hey, listen. This is also where I try to say, to each their own. I know that there's people that hate the content that I consume. Trust me, I'm not a fan of all of it. You think that I actually like watching, like Piers Morgan as an entity, as a person, don't like. But I'll be damned if he doesn't make engaging content and brings on like good, interesting guests like Cenk Uygur and Andrew Wilson, like I'm about to bring up right here. Funny enough. Before I do this, though, I'm going to figure out my dinner situation. And don't need him or any man, which means I have issues with his core beliefs. Piss Morgan. I just call him Pigeon Lady from Home Alone 2. And that makes me happy, because every time I see his stupid, like, jowl face, I think of the lady from Home Alone 2, and they look almost exactly alike. Here, let's bring up a picture of Pigeon Lady. I like how that's literally the first one. Yes! Woo! Piers Morgan. We know. We see it. We see it, Piers. We know what you're doing. We know that you're just mad that Kevin McAllister never came back. You have your little turtle dove that you just keep in your pocket, always angry. Once you saw a picture of Macaulay Culkin, and then it just made you smash that thing in your pocket, and now you have scars all over your hands. Look, it's uncanny. It is fucking uncanny how much they look like each other. I can't fucking... No! How in the hell? How? And this lady, like, when she's not her, looks like the singer, the Susan. He was part of Susan Boyle. You know, the one that was like, "Don't cry for." Was it Argentina? No, it wasn't not Evita. I don't know. She sang some opera song and was like the first like true America's Got Talent. Like, whoa, look at her. She's frumpy and she can sing. Wow. Just look at her. Taking a piss, Morgan. Fucking Christ. As I said, this is where like his whole, salty demeanor comes from. Is just because he was traumatized. You can't unsee it. Yes. All right. My goal was met then. All right. I've been putting this off long enough. I mean, I'm having a good time chatting with you guys, but should probably get to... Oh, wait. Makes me want to hurt things. Ask Pep. I can't even... Oh, yeah. Yeah. Oh, yeah. See, this is... Oh, yes. Hold on. I would like to keep Uni in chat for a little bit. Because the second that Andrew comes on the screen, she's just like, I can't. I'm not... I can't. I can't. One of my favorite moments, too, was after I got off stream, I go upstairs, and she's just like, do you need a joint? I get it. I'm the same way. Like I said, I have a visceral reaction to some people. Andrew used to kind of, I don't know. Again, before I saw through the persona. At the end of the day, it's all pro wrestling. At least with me. Because that's how I think about everything. It's just like, how is this a storyline? Because I'm a fucking uber nerd. So I get the same way. Oh, Steven Crowder. Oh, Tinkerbell. You got mine. Steven Crowder actually, like, he gets... I do not like that guy. And when I heard that, well, I don't want you to go. I need the car. What if I need the car? What if... How? How did he retain an audience after that went public? How? Like, hearing his co-host talk about just how shitty he was, too, as a person was kind of funny. Gotta say, I think I was yelling at, no, you were. Like, I remember, like, I was so tired, and you're just, like, you're shouting, like, oh, I mean, I've told the story numerous times. I got off that debate, I clicked off, and then I puked. Like, thank God I had the garbage can down here, because I was holding it together just by going, like, no. I also did the thing where I put, like, my tongue against the back of my teeth, and I was like, uh-huh. Dude, doing debates while you're sick sucks. And the only reason I did it was because I took the booking 2 weeks earlier, and I did not want, like, I was so early in my career that I didn't want to burn that, like, any of those types of bridges. So I was just like, man. All right, everyone, have a nice evening. Hey, thanks for joining, man. For real. I'm glad that you became a member. I'm glad that we could have this pretty cool conversation. It's been an interesting night. It's been fun. He's a whiny little bitch. I can't laugh at him.